does that blob look really funny, or does that suit the horror theme? Hey, what's up? Welcome to my channel. Tonight we're gonna start watching The Haunting of Hill House, a series that came out many years ago. It's been some time now. These days I'm not really into the horror stuff. I used to be so good with horror stuff. I used to watch a lot of horror stories, movies, YouTube videos, shows and stuff like that. But these days I'm kind of a wuss. I don't know, just the idea of horror movies scare me. But I'm trying to grow out of it. Also, it's 2 a.m. So, I do horror movies, right? It's no fun if you don't watch them at night, late at night, when you're alone and everything is already spooky enough on its own. I feel like my privileges of walking around in the dark at 3 a.m. trying to find the stuff in my kitchen to get a snack are gonna be taken away after I start watching this show, because I would probably be scared of anything and everything, but I do want to watch this show. Anyways, not going to waste much time because I don't really know anything about the show, so we're just going to get right into it and see what is wrong with the Hill House. Hopefully it won't be like crazy scary. Ooh, okay.
Hill House, not sane, stood by itself against its hills, holding darkness within, and whatever walked there walked alone.
Hill House, then. When? That house is so spooky, with the fog and everything. Oh my god, I'm not ready for this.
Are you awake, Luke?
'Cause Nellie's awake.
What was it?
The what?
So we better take a look. She's long gone. I guess everybody can go back to bed now.
Oh my god, imagine being a kid saying stuff like that and nobody believing you.
You remember what we talked about before? About our dreams?
They can spill.
And the big dreams can spill out sometimes. That's all she is. She's just a little spill. And someone has to buy it.
Then we can go.
Yep.
The dad handled it nicely.
Dancing in the bedroom.
It's like my kids are acting weird in this house, man. I hate it when it's so quiet like that. Don't show us the bent neck lady. Please don't show us the bent neck lady. Oh, God, scared me.
Pandas don't like macaroni, Liv.
It's too quiet. Yeah, it's so quiet.
You want me to go outside and start yelling socks rule at 3 a.m.? Would that help you?
You can't even hear the crickets.
That is so spooky.
It's quiet like it's
Well, there you go.
brand new PEX pipe. It's groaning like old steel.
You vetoed the copper.
Yeah, no copper on the flip.
It's the ghost moving around.
Nellie's ready to go.
Just go.
We'll build your house. A forever house.
Don't show us the bent neck lady. I'm really chicken these days. Why am I watching a horror show if I'm... Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I can't believe I'm becoming one of those people who averts their eyes or closes their eyes when they see horror stuff. Oh my god, that was scary. That was one hell of a way to start a show. I'm telling you, I was never this scared of horror stuff. I don't know what's wrong with me these days, but the idea of horror stuff is scary to me. And that, oh my god, that lady was so creepy.
Carl was driving on Rural 86 during the storm. He was up in the booms when he lost control of the car, and you couldn't see it from the road, especially because of the rain.
That is bad.
I just kept thinking he'd stopped off, was waiting out the weather. He was hanging there the whole time. Hours. He could reach the horn, but he couldn't press it for long because, you see, his arm was broken.
Oh.
When did it start?
I'd wake up, there'd be nothing there, but my face would feel a little wet. Finally, now this was right after the funeral itself. I looked up at the ceiling.
Oh. Oh, no.
And there he was. Hanging there. The blood had all just pooled into his cheeks. You think you'd scream after seeing something like that, but you don't.
You lose your voice. When I get really scared, I lose my voice.
It's like your brain just tripped. It was a car horn coming from his mouth. And it was like I only just remembered, oh, right, I can scream. I should probably scream.
Oh my God. Oh, that is horrible. That is so horrible.
And that was the last time I've slept in that room.
It's a very interesting story, Mrs. Walker.
Irene.
I know this actor from something. Oh, can't remember what. Auburn, California now.
I'd like to set up some equipment. I'd also like to sleep in that room tonight.
That's a horrible way to go. That must have been so traumatizing for her. The Haunting
Well, I'm
of
sorry,
Hill
I should have
House.
told you I'm a fan.
Oh, it's his book?
I can't imagine what it was like living there. The most famous haunted house in America.
Was he one of the kids?
You've seen more than I ever have. I've never seen a ghost.
The way you write, I just assumed.
Other people's stories. People like you, Irene.
You were one of his favorite writers, so maybe that's the reason.
Do you know what I never found? A reason. So don't expect more.
Just tonight.
Won't you miss your brother?
I'd rather sleep here.
She's so scared. Take her into your room. Let her sleep with you guys.
Hey, will you grab her blanket?
Yeah.
I would be scared to sleep alone there too. I mean, she can obviously come there too. Oh, she's sleeping with her. That's good. Such a cute little baby. Don't leave her alone. No. Oh my God, what? I'm not gonna avert my eyes. Oh my God. Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
He's just a little
nervous about it.
I'd say adamantly opposed.
Why is nobody picking up her phone?
I know this might be a little weird for you, but I promise it's all normal.
I don't need to say goodbye.
She comes visit you?
Remy keeps sitting on my bed at night, touching my hair. She just stares at me.
Worried about Luke? Have you talked to him? Call me. Hi, this is Nell. Please leave a message.
Hey, I think you really nailed it. And I'm gonna need it back.
Oh, that library is so pretty. That's like a dream. Come on. Okay.
It's supposed to open any door in the house.
He's a weirdo.
Dancing girl in the red room?
Not a pony. This isn't working.
It could be a pony. Something was moving. Where's the freaking key?
Don't say that word.
You say it. The keys never work.
I know you don't need me to tell you this, but literally everything is an emergency with Nell.
I can't deal with this right now. I'm working.
That's why everybody dumps their shit on me, isn't it, Steve?
I'm the oldest. It's my job.
Oh, wait. That's you.
Don't believe in that word. Primitive humans used to die of fright during an eclipse. I had no idea what it was. I prefer preternatural. Natural phenomena. that we don't quite understand yet.
So does it capture that?
Where did she go? Oh, there she is.
I know you're worried about Luke, but I called his rehab center and
Luke is in rehab.
I hope you're well, Nellie. I mean that.
Where's the mom and dad? It's cool how we're going back and forth in past and present.
Hi.
Oh, that transition.
Where'd you come from? Who are you? What do you do? Where are you from? Boston, man. It's such a great town.
Not a big talker. Are you gonna murder her?
Kind of a germaphobe.
I have to work tomorrow.
Get out.
Early.
Was it something I said?
No. We just did what we came here to do, yeah? Hi.
She's the oldest sister. I keep thinking that's the mom.
Is she coming back?
No. I mean, she's sweet enough, but pile of issues.
You're like a frat guy. She sounded bad.
Yeah, because it sucks to be Nell.
She call you?
No. We still haven't talked since LA.
Theo.
No. I'm just waiting for an apology.
What happened in LA?
One foot in crazy and the other on a banana peel. Her whole life.
She was a baby when she was being haunted by a ghost.
Luke will show up when he needs money. Boundaries. Maybe a brick wall when it comes to Luke.
Everybody's in different places. Whoa, there was nobody beside him. I thought he was sleeping alone. Is that a ghost too? Come on, man. With the look on his face, it looks like that is. Nell is calling everybody.
Daddy,
Did Mommy die?
do you remember the bent neck lady?
Honey, you don't call someone in the middle of the night to say something so spooky. Is she back?
She's back.
In bed?
I want you to go to Stephen Lee's side. Steve's closest, so you go to him.
Where are you, Nell?
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Nell, are you gonna die? Where are you? She's not at the Hill House, is she? Why are you here? What the hell happened in that house?
I'm going. I'm going.
Who are you talking to?
Quietly, quiet.
My shoes. Shh. I don't know what it is, but it looks really scary. Where is everybody else? Oh. We're not gonna see a ghost because Stevie never saw a ghost. Steve.
We're gonna run.
God, imagine your dad coming in the middle of the night, waking you up like that, being so scared, and you would be so scared. I guess he saw the ghost too. That's why he was so quick to take action as soon as he heard Nell saying that about the bent neck lady.
I'm gonna carry you.
Bro.
You keep your eyes closed.
His eyes are open.
Eyes closed.
The fuck? What the fuck was that?
Get back in the car.
I saw Abigail in the window. She was in the window.
Who is Abigail? Just get in the car.
Where's Mom? I thought I saw her upstairs.
Where's Mom?
That's not Mom.
No, what happened to Mom?
Dad, I told you. There's no reason you and I need to talk.
Well, he needed to save his kids from her. That's why he had to leave her behind. It sucks, but You gotta save the kids. Is that why you're mad at him? Because you don't believe in the ghost stuff? And you hate him for leaving your mom behind? He's not gonna see anything, is he? That's... My God, no. Ah, it's only 2:40.
Ellie's in the room.
They all woke up at the same time. Nellie's in the red room. Is he actually gonna see a ghost? That would be so cool if he actually does see. I'm not actually scared of the ghost of that guy. He's not a bad guy. He just died very tragically. Talk about timing, bro.
There's a pole there, see? With no sign. A four-way stop without a sign is bound to have a few near misses. Probably just noticing the car horns now because you're not sleeping as well. Things you used to sleep through. There's a leak in your roof. You might want to get that looked at. Water damage is no joke.
And the man I saw hanging from my ceiling?
You'd be picturing how he died as much as you wouldn't want to.
I saw him.
She's getting angry.
I've seen a lot of ghosts. Just not the way you think. Most times they're just what we want to see. Because it's better than never seeing him again. Most times a ghost is a wish.
Thank you for doing that. Carl would have loved it.
My pleasure.
I didn't like it.
What's going on?
My brother just raped the family is what's going on.
Hang on.
Of course we object. I object. Steve, Nell, Luke, Theo, they were just kids. The things they told you in confidence.
He said it was haunted. Those are his words.
A wreck. He just lost his wife.
He hasn't said shit since.
When he said those things, he believed them.
Do you know how much money they're offering on the advance? I need to start a real life for my own family.
We're your family, Steve.
I'll be damned if the apple didn't fall too far from...
Oh my God, bro. Stop.
Wow. You publish this, you know what it costs.
I'll write your story. Who he was, who you both were. That's what matters, really. I'll do it in a way you would have really liked.
That's nice of you.
I had my eyes closed when we left.
You don't say anything, Stevie. If we don't give him someone else to write about, it's going to be more and more of this.
More and more of what?
This type of stuff doesn't help in a custody hearing. It was a suicide. Okay, fine, they can rip me to pieces, but they don't get to take bites out of the kids. No one goes near the house. You're saying you want to keep the house your wife just died in?
He wants to protect anyone else from going there.
I want to know every day that it's empty. The Dudleys stay on, and it sits there and rots.
Do we really have to go live with Aunt Janet?
What happened? Did he lose?
Hey.
What do you want?
My dad told her to. I didn't get a chance to tell him what's...
What happened to your marriage, man?
You know what you'd have to say. You tell me. Is there any point?
What are you doing?
Arranging the china and some of the flatware.
Why don't you live here?
We live close by. The staff hasn't lived on the grounds since 1948.
Oh, this is before...
They lived all alone. In the night. In the dark.
Tarot cards and Ouija boards and all that. So something tells me they weren't too scared of the dark.
It's just the problem with schools these days. Do you know the Gospels, young man?
He does. All sorts of people who'd tell him they had the answers. And that he could know it too if he just pledged allegiance. That's what made us nervous. Exclusivity and certainty. He's also familiar with the Talmud, the Tao Te Ching, the Torah, the Quran.
Wow.
Those are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio.
Than are dreamt of in your philosophy.
In the night.
Don't try to scare him.
In the dark.
Why are you so weird?
I don't want to go in yet.
I don't like inside.
Is this the family?
Yep. Some girl I saw by the woods.
Whoa, he's also seeing ghosts.
Theo can't rip this one. It's not allowed.
I'll tell her.
No girls. Just Stevie and Luke.
Oh my god, Luke. What are you seeing, man? You're such a little baby. What are you seeing?
Got a title. The Leaking of Walker Roof. Gave me a great visual of a car accident ghost. Maybe we go that way.
People want to know where you guys are these days.
No way, Richard.
It would sell.
His family already didn't like that he wrote once. He's not gonna write again. Nell, why did she go back there and she's dancing in the Hill House? When she went there, it looked like from the outside that all the lights in the house were on, but if nobody goes there, then why were all the lights on?
Hey, Steve.
Luke and Nell really got the worst of it.
$200 here. You hand me that iPad. You can keep the cash and sell that old camera.
Oh, he was here to rob?
I'm sorry.
I know.
I know it really isn't what you think. Good.
Oh my god.
Lee sent you here? You just stood there and watched him loot me? Fine. Got us all listening. What do you want? Dad? I can't hear you.
She was at the house. She's dead.
Okay, that was the first episode of The Haunting of Hill House. Steven sees a ghost. That's the title of the episode. If I knew that was the title of the episode before I started watching it, then I would not have prayed like a crazy person begging for the showrunners to show him a ghost. But it was so satisfying that he saw. It was really sad because it was Nellie and she's dead for some reason, but it was really satisfying that he saw a ghost. Now he would believe his dad. Now he would believe what Nellie was saying. He would believe what Luke was saying. I don't know what Theo told him, because when Shirley was talking to him, she was saying, Nellie, Luke, Theo, they were just kids. They told you those things in confidence. So Theo also saw something, I guess. We did see a couple of ghosts in the episode. There was the Bentnick lady, of course, really scary looking. And there is this girl that Luke sees, but we haven't seen her yet. We've just seen Luke's drawings. Such a little kid. Why are these little kids getting haunted? I know I don't look as disheveled as I did by the end of the episode. I'm so sorry my mic died. I'm not even addressing it. My mic died. And yeah, I just saw it today when I was editing. I did talk a lot after the episode ended, but you won't be able to hear it. That's why I'm here. And to make up for it, it's 3:26 a.m. So about the same time I finished the episode. I just finished watching a movie that made me cry a lot. But let's get back to the ghosts. The dad was also seeing somebody. Some ghost was in the bed with him. And because she was in the bed with him, I'm guessing that was Mom. And one other question that I do have is what happened between Theo and Nell in LA, because she was saying that I'm waiting for an apology. We haven't talked since LA, so something happened in LA. It's really, really, really frustrating how traumatized Nell and Luke have been, because Luke is in rehab, and Nell was still suffering from it so much that she is dead now. Which is horrible, but I feel like she is a really important part of the show, even though she's dead. We're going back and forth from past and present, so we're obviously going to see her a lot in the past because something really bad happened to her. I mean, what we saw in that one episode with that lady, I'm not even watching it, I'm just talking about it, and I have to keep checking in my camera to see if somebody's behind me. It's so scary. But she was terrifying. I would be traumatized for life if I saw that. But something more happened to Nell, I guess. And we're gonna find out. I don't think the kids really knew much about their mom. I guess everything only happened in one night. She suddenly got possessed in one night. Because the way when his dad woke up Steven, he was just so confused about everything. He was like, what the hell is happening? And they were like, where is mom? And they still, after all these years, don't know exactly what happened. Their dad said at the time that the house was haunted. And I don't think Shirley saw a ghost because of that one scene between Luke and Shirley. And he was saying, you don't believe it either. And she was saying, that Dad believed in all those things. She wasn't saying that I believe. So I guess Shirley didn't see a ghost either. I don't really know about Theo. They really didn't talk much about what Theo saw or if she saw anything or not, because looking at her, she seems to be doing okay, I would say, compared to Nellie and Luke. But she did have something to share with Steven, so I guess she also saw something. There is so much going on. It's just the first episode and already so many things have happened. It's going to be such a fun show. It feels more psychological. Like, obviously there is horror, but it has this really underlying disturbing tone to it. But I guess it would change from the next episode, because in this one, Steven had not seen a ghost yet, and I don't know what he believed in, but I don't think he believed in ghosts. So he was giving you an explanation for why something was happening. He gave such a great explanation for that car accident scene that the woman saw her husband. So, you would kind of want to believe that too. And you would think maybe something was really wrong psychologically. But now that he has seen a ghost, I guess that would change. I guess there would be more ghosts to see as we move on to the next episodes. I still don't understand why Nellie went back to the house. Obviously, I don't understand because they haven't told us. But she didn't seem possessed exactly before she went into the house. Although when she went there, all lights were on. The dad said that nobody's allowed on the property, let the house rot. So who the hell is turning on all the lights if you're supposed to let it rot? But that's not important. What's important is that when she was outside, she didn't seem like she was possessed. She was scared. She was saying the bent neck lady was back. But when she went inside the house and she was dancing, she clearly looked really, really possessed. So I'm really looking forward to finding out every single thing that has happened. Also, the woman, I forgot her name, the couple that the dad said is allowed on the grounds. The wife was talking to Steven and she said that no staff has lived on the property since 1945, 48, I think, 1940s. She said that no staff has lived on the property since the 40s and the Hills would be here all alone in the dark in the night. So I guess something happened in the 40s that chased out all the staff, that nobody ever lived on the property after that. So I guess in some episode further ahead, we're gonna see what happened back in the 40s. Maybe we're gonna go further back. Why else would they specifically tell you the year that the staff stopped living at the property? Really looking forward to it. Shouldn't get my expectations too high because maybe they won't show us anything about that, but maybe they would just tell us a story. I would really like to know more about what happened in the 40s. Oh, right. Steven was also talking about Ouija boards and tarot cards. He was saying they found all that stuff in the basement, which made him think that maybe the Hills were not that scared of the dark. But maybe they did all those things and ended up inviting some bad spirit. Getting so scared talking about these things. I bought that book, The Demonologist. Really good book. I've read it so many times now, and I can still read it multiple times because I have a bad memory, so I get surprised every single time. But the one thing that was really common in stories was how, you know, people would innocently bring home a Ouija board or try to talk to, you know, I'm getting so scared talking about this stuff. Try to talk to parent, try to make a connection or something like that, and they would end up inviting something bad into their house without realizing it. Sometimes they wouldn't even know that they invited something, and other times, like there was a story in The Demonologist about these girls. This one girl, maybe two girls. I know this one girl who was still in a constant conversation with the spirit. I don't know if it's a true story. You're just gonna have to take it with a grain of salt. We would never find out. If you're a believer, it's true. If you don't believe, then it's not. But she basically invited a bad spirit into the house who pretended to be good in front of her. She would think that he's her boyfriend or something like that. It was really weird. But then weird things started happening in the house, and she slowly found out that it was a really evil spirit that she ended up inviting into her house. Moral of the story is, they mentioned tarot cards and Ouija boards in the basement. So maybe something like that happened in the 40s. I really wish they would tell us just a tiny bit, you know, like maybe, you know, passing by in a sentence here and there, they would tell us casually what happened. They don't have to specifically show us any big scenes. I'm okay. I've really lowered my expectations, but I would really like to know what happened in the 40s, because that lady specifically mentioned that the staff stopped living on the grounds after 1945 or 48. I'm confused in the year. So many things to look forward to. So many things to look forward to. And the way they're going back and forth with the story is also really beautiful to watch. It's a little frustrating that you don't get to find out everything at once, but that's the fun about TV series. And I'm really chicken to watch it all at once too. So yeah, it was really fun to watch the first episode, and I can't wait to watch the rest. I'm recording this in advance, so I would be uploading an episode every third day, I think. That's what I'm planning right now. We'll see. And I really hope you enjoy watching this with me. If you did, then please go ahead, like and subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and I'll see you soon.